Randy Orton, who entered his current reign as WWE Champion just a couple months ago, winning the vacated WWE Championship in a fatal four-way that actually included his opponent, John Cena. So, these two have faced each other quite a few times over the last couple of years. Let's not forget about the first time these two went at it. Both of these men coming out of OVW in the same class of 2002 and have gone on to do some incredible things. Randy Orton, a man who's always had a target behind his back for his cockiness, his ego, on top of which is all added to the fact that he's a third-generation superstar. John Cena, a man who's had to scratch and claw for his spot at the top, to be in the main event scene. John Cena had to really push through some dark times. Once upon a time, John Cena was a prototype and went beyond that. But here we are at SummerSlam 2009. John Cena and Randy Orton. And, you know, as I mentioned, Randy Orton being a third-generation superstar, son of WWE Hall of Famer Cowboy Bob Orton. And here we go. Cena picking up the pace. Takes out Orton. Goes for the cover. Will it be? And Randy Orton kicks at it too. And it's a back elbow from Randy Orton that catches Cena pretty flush in the face. It's hard to see where that went. It might have been the nose. It might have been the forehead. Either way, it took a lot out of Cena. Orton breaking apart that midsection of John Cena with these vicious kicks. And raking Cena's face against the laces of his boots. This big match feel. It was only, like I said, only a couple years ago at SummerSlam, these two met for the first time. And since then, these two have crossed paths numerous times. And I doubt their feud ends here tonight. And Orton, with extreme force, sending Cena across the ring into the turnbuckles as he hit hard. And Orton slithering up on Cena, measuring his prey. Stalking the challenger. Randy Orton is in control. John Cena is not in a good spot. Sends Cena across the ring into the opposite corner. Randy Orton, low and slow, like a brisket in the slow cooker. And Randy Orton just taking his time, picking apart Cena piece by piece. We've seen this time and time again, just how diabolical Randy Orton can be inside the squared circle. Look at the way he stomps the arm. No remorse for his challenger. And that's just sometimes how you have to be. You got to do what it takes to stay up at the top. Everybody's gunning for you when you're the WWE champion. And Orton knows exactly what Cena's capable of. And going after the specific joints and muscles that John Cena needs to hit his big five. I mean, Orton has had a lot to say about the type of man that John Cena is inside the ring. Randy Orton. And we saw that happen to Freddie Prinze on Monday night. And Randy Orton now on this chin lock of Cena. This is where the airway gets blocked. It's hard to get air out of the mouth. It's hard to breathe. The oxygen, it's getting caught in the throat. The lungs are trying to push harder to get the air through. And Cena's doing everything he can to break free, trying to lift up Orton, but Orton's got it blocked. Now Cena has Orton up on his back. But has the damage already been done as Cena starts to fade? Orton's got the sleeper hold locked in deep. And Cena collapses. This could be it. Orton wrapping his body around Cena as he puts Cena to sleep. Cena's face merely turning purple. And Cena, look at the power of Cena. After all he's been through already in this matchup, Cena's still able to work his way back up to his feet and backs Orton into the corner and now forces the break. This is exactly the opportunity that John Cena needed. And ducks. And John Cena's starting to rally. And with the WWE title on the line, Cena is starting to feel it. The fans want it here in the crowd. He's looking for it. The 5-knuckle shuffle. And it connects. And Cena, who measures up Orton, looking for an attitude adjustment to close this one out. Orton gets down. Snap power slam by the Viper, who turns it into a cover to take it home. But Cena, who was in trouble, able to stay alive. And Orton now back up to his feet and goes right after the arm. The right arm. You saw Cena trying to regain some feeling in that arm. And Orton going after the leg of Cena. Orton trying to take out the strength of Cena. The legs are what gives Cena a lot of his power. The arms are how Cena holds up Randy Orton, or how he would hold up an opponent. So to take all the major points and take all the major muscles that Cena needs, that's a big add for Randy Orton. Meanwhile, Cena went for that shoulder tackle. Randy Orton ducked. Great instincts by the WWE champion. Let's get another look at this one more time. Randy Orton ducked when he realized that Cena was going to go for that shoulder tackle. Randy Orton always finds a way to come back into his control. And Cena trying to get back up. And Scott Armstrong, the referee, already at the count of 7. But Randy Orton makes contact, breaking the count. We've seen this from Randy Orton quite a few times. That look on Randy Orton's face is not one you want to see, especially if you're in the ring with him. And that patented DDT by Randy Orton lays out John Cena. Randy Orton, can he get Cena over? And he gets the covers. He hooks the leg. And Cena able to kick out at 2. What a hard hitter of a fight between these two. And that angered look as Randy Orton is coiled. He is ready to strike. Just waiting. Oh my God. No. From measuring for an RKO to something much worse. So many superstars have had to endure this. They've lost months of their careers. But Cena gets out of harm's way for the punt. And up and over. Alley-oop. Lays out Orton. And it's Cena up at the top. And crashing down with a leg drop on the back of the neck of Randy Orton to seal the deal. But Orton gets the shoulder up at 2.5. You can start to see the frustration in the eyes of Cena. Cena starting to measure up Orton. And Cena's got Orton right where he wants him. But Orton realized where he was and able to grab those ropes. And a double clothesline. Both men thinking the same thing. That's what happens when you have two of the very best in the ring. Yeah, but they both thought the same thing and they both go down for it. Critical point for these two superstars in this match. Let's get another look. Cena was trying to go for that attitude adjustment. Randy Orton grabbed the top rope. Turned around. Both of them were thinking the clothesline. And here we are. Both of them down. And with both of them back up to their feet. Who's going to outbest the other? Cena went for a shot to the midsection. Orton returned the favor with an uppercut. And now these two are going tit for tat. Blow for blow. But here it's Cena, who got a few extra shots on Orton. And a massive back body drop lays Orton on his spine. Meanwhile, Orton just pushed the ref. Orton just got himself disqualified. What is this? Well, I guess that's how it's going to end. Randy Orton is still the WWE champion, pushing Randy Orton thought he was going to escape this. It's about time that Mr. McMahon has truly stepped in for this situation. This has been an ongoing issue. Orton, once again, trying to get himself intentionally disqualified. And at first, it worked. This time, it doesn't. And now the match, not only does it restart, but if Randy Orton on this restart tries to get himself disqualified, or does unintentionally get himself disqualified in this match, well, Orton will lose the title. Cena with a sidewalk slam. And now there's been a whole new layer added to this match. And Orton's on the outside. Cena is on the attack. On the chase of a Viper is John Cena, who's the challenger, who's looking to once again be at the top of the mountain. Let's not forget John Cena, man who won his first WWE championship at WrestleMania 21 when he defeated JBL. Randy Orton, once upon a time the youngest world champion in WWE history, winning the world title at just 24 years of age. Meanwhile, Orton goes for the cover on Cena, but Cena able to kick out. And once again, it's Cena who gets the shoulder up. Orton and Cena, who've been on a very upward path, but have had different challenges to get there. It's been so interesting to see their careers over the past few years. From starting in OVW to them starting to intertwine the last few years, Randy Orton's going to get himself counted out. And this isn't a disqualification. This is a count-out victory for John Cena. John Cena won the match. Randy Orton leaves as the champion. Mr. McMahon is watching this thing very, very closely. Orton. Disqualification. Pinfall. It's putting Randy Orton with no champion's advantage for disqualification or countouts whatsoever. Cena's got Orton. Cena's got Orton. Cena's got Orton. Orton turns it around into a roll-up. Look at that. Once again, Randy Orton wins. Randy Orton, once again, wins this same match again. The third time seems to be the charm, but now we've got another official telling Scott Armstrong that, hey, the feet were on the ropes. Oh, but it's going to restart again. And Randy Orton, a snake that has many lives, but has just expired his last. Randy Orton struggling to make it. Randy Orton may be left with no choice but to tap. Randy Orton's eyes bulging out of his face as the airway is blocked. Cena realizes Orton was getting close and pulls Orton back to the center of the ring. What was that? Is that a fan? Wow, these two just can't catch a break. Cena was just about to close in on the championship, but there's just more and more distraction. This is still going to continue. They're not going to call it a disqualification. Orton with an RKO on the ropes. And Cena got a head ringer and an RKO. Oh, come on. But Orton, no matter how many times he cheaped his way to the victory, you can't look past this one. This one's as official as it gets. Randy Orton truly played the game in this one. Just like a mentor of his, Randy Orton has played the dirtiest game. And Randy Orton leaves SummerSlam as still the WWE champion.